Justin, if you could listen for 1 second, you big loudmouth buffoon. We got another wrestler on the show.
Yeah.
Dylan wrestling. We big up wrestling on this show. Big fans.
Okay.
Where'd you wrestle? Upper Dublin?
I wrestled Upper Dublin. Yep, yep.
What year
I
did you graduate?
97. I'll tell you a good wrestling story about when I was a kid and when I won my first match in seventh grade. My brother and my dad were both great wrestlers. My dad had like the Springfield Township. He had the Springfield Township School District, the fastest pin for like 30 years. So
And
I moved around a lot, didn't play sports, didn't have a chance. I was always bouncing around. So when I finally moved in with him and I moved to Upper Dublin, went to Sandy Run, he's like, all right, it's time you join the wrestling team. I'm like, all right, fine. So I joined the wrestling team. And it was like 3 or 4 times I lost. I was so disappointed because people expected so much out of me. Cry. You don't cry. Like that's don't do that.
I mean,
I did.
yeah. I mean,
And then
yeah.
after we wrestled Abington, and then I won. And I pinned the kid. I got up and I said, "Yes, I won!" And there were people in the audience who stayed with me. And one of my buddies, Rick Johns, ended up becoming the captain of the football team. And Rick was this big, loud dude, and he became homecoming king. So everybody knew him. And whenever he'd see me in the hallways, even 5, 6, 7 years later, he would say, "Yes, I won!" From all the way down the hallway. Everybody would crack up. I'm like, "Oh, Jesus Christ!"
Oh, dude, that's great. Nice, man. That's fun. Dude, wrestling, I mean, it's a great sport. We say, I tell everyone it's training for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? Dude, I'll tell you what, like at the gym, I'm the head boxing instructor at the Henzo Gracie PA Academy in Hatfield. And one of the big
Oh, we know
things
the same
there,
people then. Okay.
all the kids that come in, they're like, I want to fight. I want to do this. So I was like, dude, you're at your age, you're when, ninth grade. Best thing you can do is join your high school wrestling team. I tell all the kids that the best thing you can do if you want to fight MMA, number one thing you can do if you're able to join your high school wrestling team. Because one, it'll train you for like the rigorous training schedule. Well, it won't train you fully, but it'll help you build the mental strength and physical stamina you need to be able to train for this stuff. And it'll let you know if you like doing it. Because another rule we had, like, I'm a big fan of this boxer named Gabriel Rosado, and he has a saying about fighting. He says, if you don't love fighting, don't fucking do it. Right? And it is the absolute truth. And I tell these kids all the time, dude, you're going to find out if you love it or not. And if you don't fucking love it, don't fucking do it.
Well, there's a rush that goes with it, right? I don't know if it's fear, I don't know if it's anxiety, I don't know if it's rage or courage or whatever, but there's definitely a rush. And if you like the rush,
Yeah.
like you said, go for it. If you don't like the rush, I never liked the rush. So I mean I excelled at it because I pushed myself to and I forced myself to get used to it, but I never liked it. You know what I mean? As an
Yeah.
adult, like I train, but I'm not gonna get in the ring. I just train for my health, you know?
Yeah. Dude, I'll tell you, I mean, bro, the nerves before a wrestling match cannot be
Oh,
equaled. It
dude.
is it's so bad.
I described that in
So,
my
so
book
bad.
too. In the first chapter of my book, the main character gets into a fist fight outside of a frat house. And I remember the cold, I would be freezing my ass off in the singlet in the middle of the gym, but then I'd be sweating and these cold beads of
Mhm.
sweat drip down your sides. I'll never
Oh,
forget that. Right?
nothing but like there honestly, like I started wrestling when I was 7 years old, right? And nothing prepares you for the fear and like anxiety you get for like waiting to wrestle or for a wrestling match. It is so nerve-wracking. I remember I talked to my sister the other day because like, she talked about my niece being like nervous. I was like, yeah, she probably got nervous, she was swimming. So it's not the same, but it is individual, right? But she was like really nervous, and my sister's like, I don't know, I didn't know what to tell her. I've never dealt with that. I was like, well, yeah, you only ever played team sport. Who the fuck gets nervous for a team sport? You know, like
What do you
you're out
mean?
there to have fun and do it. Like you can get nervous, bro,
Yeah,
but it's not
it's not the
not
same.
even not even like you can get nervous as far as like, oh, we got a big game, but like you get nervous, but you also get hyped up because you're hyped up with your team. You know what I mean? So like your nerves can be checked by like your team camaraderie and stuff like that. For wrestling, yeah, there's team camaraderie and stuff, but there's no
The
if,
end of
ands,
the
or but
day, when
about
you
it.
walk
You're
out there, you walk out there alone.
And once
agreed.
that whistle blows, man, it doesn't matter if you're scared. It's just you and your opponent. That's it. You
Yeah.
gotta do it or just flop over on your back and take the pin.
Dude, yeah, when you're out there with a guy who's bigger, stronger, and faster than you, there's not a whole hell of a lot the team's gonna do for you. I'll tell you
No,
that.
you're on your
You
own.
know, you're on
That's a
your
life
own.
lesson, dude. You're on your own. Figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah.